part 3 of this fascia-based Pilates session. We're going to finish off standing throughout this sequence. So bring yourself back to your hip width apart, parallel position through the feet. Soften the knees, make sure your toes are spreading wide into the mat. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, lift your heels, lift your arms. Breathe in, bend your knees, circle the arms. Breathe out, rise back up, and breathe in to lower. We'll do 4 more sets, working at your own pace. So we're integrating those movements we did down onto the mat. Now as we stand, working both sides of the body, connecting front to back lines. Good, 2 more sets to go. Last one. Now let's leave your toes where they are, but bring your heels together. So we're coming into our Pilates stance. Again, think about that connection through the toes, big toes spreading, all the toes spreading, big toes pressing down into the mat, but also feeling those little toes engaged. With Pilates stance, we want to think about that rotation of the thigh bones in the hips. So we're squeezing the bum together to pull the legs together, and we'll feel that wrapping support all the way around, tops down to the heels. So let's do that same sequence again. We're going to rise up through the heels and the arms. Bend your knees, circle the arms. Rise back up. Rest your heels, release the arms. Breathe out. Breathe in to bend. Breathe out to straighten. Breathe in to release. 3 more sets. Trying to keep those heels glued together as much as you possibly can. And then squeezing the legs together as you rise back up. Feel that connection through them. Last one. We're going to come into a roll down now. Keep your heels on the mat if you wish, otherwise lift your heels just a fraction as though you want to slide a piece of paper under them. And then as we roll down, remember to keep your centering. So use the tummy to support. Try to keep your balance. It's going to be much more challenging. Take a breath in to prepare. As you breathe out, chin to the chest, and then very slowly move down through the body, bone by bone. Trying to keep those heels lifted. The legs will work like they have never worked before in their lives. You may not come as far, so just go to where you can. Take a breath in as you reach your lowest point. Breathe out as you come back up. Slow and steady. When you reach the top, release the heels, give your legs a little shake out if you need to. Well done. We're going to bring the legs together now and come into some one-legged work. And we're going to work very much through the feet for the first few sequences. So I'm going to turn to the side and work my right leg first. So legs are glued together, you're standing tall, so tummy to spine, pelvis in neutral, arms relaxing to your sides. Or you can have the hands on the hips if that helps you to keep your balance as we start to pick up the pace. So let's start off just simply lifting your heel and then releasing the heel. So you're rolling through the foot as you peel the heel and the arch and even the ball of your foot away from the mat, getting a nice crease in the tops of your toes. We'll do 2 more. And then we're going to come into our full standing on one leg. So the heel, the ball, the toes lift and you hover in this position. Then lower the toes, the ball and the heel back down. Breathe out as you come up. Breathe in as you go down. So we're trying to keep our balance, that work through the left leg in terms of stability, the work through the right leg in terms of movement. We'll do 2 more. Last one. Then let's pick up the pace and come into a heel strike and a foot flick. So we're going to move a little quicker now. The foot will flick up and then the heel will press down and hit the floor and bounce back up and hit and bounce. So we're going to do that quite a few times just to get a nice rhythm through the body. Keeping our balance, obviously since we've sped up, it can be a little bit more tricky. Try to press that heel to the floor, make a nice loud noise. Feel that reverberation back up the body. Just 2 more. Then keep your leg up here. Let's step the leg behind us. Open the right hip. Bring the leg forwards. Oops. Step back and bring the leg forwards. Try to keep your left leg straight all the time. Don't let it bend. The right foot goes right down through the heel and then comes back up to that standing on one leg position. We're going to do 2 more. Then I want you to keep your leg up and we're going to come into aeroplane. So we're going to tip the body forwards. The leg will start to go backwards. And you can keep your arms to your sides or you can bring them in front of you. The leg will extend behind you if possible, doesn't have to, and your upper body tips further forwards. So maybe the arms come in front to help you to challenge your position. Then you could, if you want, bend the left knee and straighten. Breathe in to bend, breathe out to straighten. We'll do one last one. And then we're going to come back up with keeping your balance, back to your standing position. Now that right leg straightens in front of us and bends. Breathe out to straighten, breathe in to bend. So we're feeling that work into the front of the thigh, the front of the hip. Last one. Then let's take the leg behind us again. This time keep your heel lifted. I'm going to bring the left leg further forwards and a little wider out to the side. So you're definitely standing hip width apart rather than one foot behind the other. Again, you could have hands to the hips or arms to the ceiling or just arms to your sides. We're going to bend both knees coming into 90-90 lunge. So actually I need to bring my left foot a little further forwards. Breathe in to go down, breathe out to push back up. The right knee lowers towards the mat, but please don't feel that you have to touch the mat. Remember to keep the right heel lifted all the time. Then let's go down slowly and up quickly. Down slowly, up quickly. So we're changing the pace, working into that adaptability of the fascia. Last one. Then stay down. And we'll do 5 little bounces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Push yourself up. Shake out both legs, releasing tension. Come back to your hip width apart parallel position. Let's integrate. Breathing in, breathe out. Heels up, arms up. Breathe in, bend and circle. Breathe out to lift. Breathe in to release. So having worked mostly the right leg as the moving leg, we're now rebalancing the body, working both sides equally. Great, really good. 2 more sets. And one last one. From there, bring the legs together again. This time it's the left leg that does the work, moving. So find your good standing. Start off by picking that left heel off the mat, rolling back down. Breathe out to lift, breathe in to lower. Find that lovely articulation through the whole of the foot. Crease the toes as you lift the heel. Last one. Then pick the whole leg up off the mat and then roll back down through the foot. Breathe out to come up, breathe in to go down. Maintaining good posture, so keeping that centering, relaxing the arms and shoulders, or remember hands can be on the hips. Then let's pick up the pace. We're going to lift your foot quickly and strike the heel, flick and strike. So the foot flick, a heel strike. Think of that ground force reverberating back up the body. The Achilles tendon springing your leg forwards. 2 more. And then keep the leg up. Let's come back into aeroplane. So we start to send the leg backwards, the upper body forwards. Just go to where you comfortably can. Extend the leg behind you. Arms could stay back or they can come in front of you. your right leg, then bend and straighten, and bend and straighten. Last one. Come back up, control your body, then hold your position, left leg straightens and bends in front of you. So you're using those thigh muscles, hip muscles to straighten. I forgot outer sequence, we'll add that in now. We should have done the hip extend. Last one. Then to open that hip, step behind you, roll down through the heel and lift back up. Step back and lift. Step back and lift. So it should feel quite nice, releasing, opening that left hip. Right leg stays straight. One more to go. And then keep your leg up. And we're going to come into that lunge to finish off. So the leg will come back, but don't rest the heel. Bring your right foot further forward and a little bit wider. So your right knee tracking over your toes, left knee will drop towards the mat. Breathing in as you lower both knees, or bend both knees, breathe out as you push back up. So we're trying to find that lovely 90-degree angle. So again, I just need to adjust my positioning. So when I bend both knees, both should have a 90-degree angle at the knee. Breathing in, breathing out. Then we're going to change the pace. So we go down slowly and up quickly. Down slowly, up quickly. Down and up. Down and up. 2 more to finish. Then go down, stay down, and we'll finish with 5 little bounces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Push yourself up. Shake out the legs. Come back to your good standing. Feet hip width apart, parallel. We're going to finish one last heel raise, arm raise sequence. One last roll down, and we're done. So, take a breath in. As you breathe out, lift your heels, lift your arms. Breathe in, bend and circle. Breathe out, rise back up. Breathe in to lower. So the body fine-tuning, trying to keep our balance. Ooh. I'm getting tired having done those 3 parts, so fatigue is setting in, but I'm trying to keep good form. Integrating that left side with the right, having worked the left leg. This is the last one. Heels stay down, knees stay soft. Nod the chin to the chest and gently roll down, bone by bone by bone. Make it a lovely sequential movement. When you get to the bottom, if you're happy to stay here for a little bit longer, let both arms draw some little circles in one direction. And then reverse the direction. And then let the arms stay still and gently turn your head from side to side as if you're saying no thanks. And then a little nod of the chin up and down as if you're saying yes please. And then switch the tummy on, roll the pelvis back, bone by bone by bone. Restack your spine all the way up until you're standing tall and strong. Let the shoulders release, last little circles in one direction, reversing the direction should you want to. And give those legs a really good shake out. Well done, I hope you feel really good after this. Fascia work is so energizing, so I hope you feel good for that. And I look forward to seeing you again for the next sessions on YouTube and indeed the classes. Well done for now. Bye.